All right, so for today, let's finish from 87 to 100. So from 87 to 94, I'm asking, determine if the two triangles are congruent. If they are, state how you know. All right, so let's take a look. As a little reminder, if two triangles, they share one side, I can mark that side, right? We call that reflexive theorem. Two triangles share the one side, I can mark that side. Now, if two triangles make an X, I can mark opposite angles, right? We call that vertical angle theorem. So having that said, looking at number 87, I can mark these two angles because of the vertical angle theorem. So, okay, so now here, I gotta see if they are congruent. If they are, state how you know. So I'm gonna take a look at one triangle. I'm looking at what is marked, right? Two sides or two angles. I see in this case, two angles. You guys can see one angle, second angle. So I'm gonna write two A's to begin with. And then there's also a side. My question is the side in between the angles? Yeah, it is. So let me put the S in between. Quickly take a look at the other triangle. Yeah, it is marked the same way. So angle, side, angle. That's it. Let's take a look at question number 88. I'm gonna say this angle right here is 90 degrees, right? Vertical angle theorem. One angle is 90, the other one's 90 as well. I'm taking a look at this triangle. Two of something, right? I see two angles there. So let me write angle, angle to begin with, two angles. Then the side. Is the side in between the angles? No, it's not. So either don't put the S in between the A's, either put it at the beginning or put it at the end. So angle, angle, side, or side, angle, angle, either one is correct. Angle, angle, side, or side, angle, angle, right? Two angles and a side, but the side is not in between the angles. Whichever one you type in is correct. Now quickly take a look at the other triangle. Yeah, it is marked the same way. So we're good. Let's take a look at question number 89. I see this triangle. I see all three sides are marked. All right, so let me just say side, side, side. The other triangle is marked the same way. Side, side, side is a good rule. That's it. Let's take a look at number 90. I can mark this side because both triangles share it. I'm looking at one triangle. And I see there's one angle and there's another angle. So two angles. Is the side in between the angles? No. All right. So angle, angle, side, or side, angle, angle. Quickly take a look. The other triangles marked the same way, so that's good. Let's take a look at question number 91. I marked that side because they both use it. I'm looking at this triangle. I see two angles. Right, there's one angle marked, there's another angle marked. Is the side in between them? Yeah. So angle, side, angle. Quickly take a look. The other triangles marked the same way. So we're good. Now here in question 92, I can mark the side because of reflexive theorem. Right, both triangles use it. I'm looking at this triangle and I see two angles. Now, is the side in between the angles? No. Okay. So angle, angle, side, or side, angle, angle. Either way is correct. Quickly take a look. The other triangles marked the same way, so we're good. Question 93. I'm gonna see that's a 90-degree angle. I'm gonna take a look at this triangle. Now this triangle has two sides marked. Is the angle in between the sides? Yes. So I put the 8. Side angle side is a good rule. The other triangle is marked the same way, so we're good. And let's take a look at this one. I can mark that side. I'm looking at this triangle. Remember, I'm always looking at two sides or two angles. In this case, two sides. Is the angle in between the sides? No. So let me put the angle at the side. Now, side-side angle or angle side-side is not a good rule. It doesn't work. It only works if the angle is 90 degrees, but then, which is our case, but then we don't call it side-side angle. We call this HL. Sometimes your triangles will be not congruent. You have a list. You have a list of the rules that work. Then question number 95. 95 through 100, we're going to review. State what additional information is required in order to know that triangles are congruent for the reason given. So from the 3 markings I'm supposed to have, you can still mark one more, based on reflexive theorem, the two triangles you share a side, or based on vertical angle theorem, if the angles make an X. You can still mark a side or mark an angle based on those rules, but from the 3 markings I'm supposed to have, I'm missing one of them. My question here is, which one am I missing? Okay, so 95, I'm supposed to have 2 angles and a side in between. Let me take a look at one triangle. Have the 2 angles marked. So I'm missing the side. This side. All right. Now, what's the name of that side? I'm going to say VU or UV, right? When we name sides, we name it with 2 letters. All right, what am I missing on the other triangle? This side. That's the side ST or TS. Order of the letters does not matter, but they have to be capitalized though. All right, let's take a look at 96. To begin with, I can mark this angle is equal to this angle based on vertical angle theorem. I'm looking at this triangle. I'm supposed to have 2 angles and the side in between. Right? Angle, side angles, 2 angles and the side in between. So I'm missing this side. That's the side CR. On the other triangle, I'm missing this side. That's the side RQ. Now, HL, to begin with, I can mark this side. HL is the same thing as side angle. Okay. So I can mark this side with this side. So I'm missing the side DJ is equal to the side DE. 2 sides and the angle not in between. Now on this one, some of you might have looked at it a little different. KD equals DF. That's also correct. All right, let's take a look at number 98. Okay, so 2 angles and one side, but the side is not in between the angles. Okay. So I'm missing this angle with this angle. All right, for angles, remember, for sides, it was 2 letters. Now for angles, I can use 1 letter or 3 letters. Just to keep it on the safe side, I'm going to use 3 letters. The first angle, I'm going to call this CDE. Notice I use all 3 letters, and I kept D in the middle. For the other one, I'm going to use all 3 letters, but I'm going to keep L in the middle. So MLK. Now, question number 99. I need 2 angles and the side in between. So I'm missing this side with this side. So that's VW. It's congruent to LM. Lastly, question number 100. To begin with, I can mark this side, right? Reflexive theorem. Okay, looking at this triangle, I'm supposed to have all 3 sides marked. My question here is, what am I missing? So I'm missing from the green triangle, I'm missing the side FG. From the other triangle, I'm missing the side EI. There you go.